As promised, I'm coming to you guys today. I just want to get into it real quick. We like to get straight to business. And I just want to give you guys that March update. I know we're almost done with April, which the April, we should be coming out pretty soon. You guys know how real estate is, man. It definitely lags, but here's that information for you. Today should be an interesting discussion because we're talking about the market now. We're getting deep into the nitty gritty of, what's happening, how many active listings there are, how many homes are being sold. Is it still a seller's market? Is it still a buyer's? Is it a buyer's market now? So this data will be pretty up to date for you guys. So, as of March, the active listings analysis for detached single family homes and attached single family homes. As you can see right here, this gives you pretty much all the greater Denver metro area. Land Title is a great company. We get most of our data from them. They also handle a lot of our closings. They do over about 50,000, closings a year. So they're a great company to work with. And they're doing transactions right now, even though we're still, cut off. Good thing about the virtual world. And, so just to give you guys an idea, 5,718 total homes on the market. That's a 2% increase year over year. That's about 112 more active listings. Inventory increased during 2019, reaching a peak of about 8,528 homes for sale. And in August, and that was August of 2019. This year, it started out with a similar, active listing levels to 2008. And then Jefferson County had the largest month over month increase in active listings, and they were up about 60%. So as you can see, there's more homes starting to come on the market a little bit. And then this one just gives you a breakdown of both the detached single family homes and the attached single family homes. The detached was about a 1% decrease year over year, and Douglas County had the most active listings. And right here, if you look, it'll show you all the active listings in each county. And this is what people need to see because this is the data. You can get a lot of different things from data, which is facts. Here's attached single family homes. As you can see, this is how many sold in each county, and that had about an 8% increase year over year. And Broomfield County, posted the largest year over year increase, and they're up 42%. So that just kind of gives you an idea of what's on the market as of March and what was going on the market. April's data is going to be, a little bit more, I would say a lot different than what March is looking like, because March is going to be when the coronavirus started, and April's going to be, with it being pretty much in full effect. In the months of supply of inventory for detached and single family and attached single family combined is about 1 month of supply left. So, 1.25. And then if you kind of just look over here, it shows you each county, with Elbert County being the highest at months of supply. And the months of supply is really important because, this is when the law and supply of demand comes into play. The more supply you have, the lower prices become because there's a lot of competition out there. But the less supply you have, the higher prices go because of the demand. There's so much demand here. And with, 50,000 people moving here annually, that demand is just going to get even higher, and more homes are going to, go off, get sold really quick. And I'm going to get a little bit more in depth with that too, or just a little bit later. And this goes to show you the detached single family homes. They had about a 1.2 increase. So that's how many homes that had garages that was separated from the house. That's what a detached single family home is. And as you can see, the inventory for those are pretty slim too. Elbert County, again, being the highest. Adams County had the lowest month supply with less than a month left. Elbert County had the highest month of supply with 2.4, and that's detached. And then that kind of goes the same for attached single family. They had almost 1.5%. So that's, that increased, 1.5 months of increase of about 0.9% year over year. Jefferson County had the lowest, and, Elbert County had the highest. So, and this just gives you an idea of what, counties have the most homes in supply right now, which they're all below. And a good market, a balanced market, 4% is about what, the months of supply. Anywhere between 4 and 6% is going to be a balanced market. and then anything above that becomes a buyer's market. So that's how we kind of say whether it's a seller's market or if it's a buyer market. Right now, it's a seller's market still because we have low inventory and the demand is still high, and also we're not building homes fast enough to keep up with the demand, even though the coronavirus is going down. And this next slide is just going to show you the days on market. So this is pretty much how quick a home sold, how long it took to go from on market to under contract. And for the combined detached single family and the combined attached single family, you're looking at an average of about 29 days on market right now. And if you look at March this time last year, that's what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's about 5 days higher than last year. So even though we're having a lot of stuff going on right now, that's still very fast. It's about a month. So it's taking about a month for people to actually get their home sold. Average days on the MLS was about 29 days. And this kind of just shows you each county, the average. Douglas is about 41, Denver 31, Broomfield 32, Arapahoe 24, and Adams 25. And the days on market can actually be even quicker than that if your home is priced right. Most of these the average days on market is because, some homes, they weren't priced right from the beginning, so they set a little longer than the homes that were priced right. And when you have a home that's priced correctly, it's going within 2 to 3 days, on average. So it's all about pricing. And then this one just gives you the separate days on market for detached, 27, and attached. So you can see that the detached single family homes are going quicker than the attached single family. So I don't know if that's because people like the garage to be separated from the home, which gives it a little bit more value. And here you can kind of see the attached single family is at about 31 days on the MLS. And this is where it gets really interesting too, because these are going to be some facts that's going to be given to you by each price point. So each price range, and this is going to be the active listings right here on my left, and then the sold listings on my right. So, that sweet spot right now, as you guys can see, is that 600 to 700 to 799 price point. That's 600,000. So we have 494, sold, and then we have 811 new listings. Active listings. So, that's one of those sweet spots. But as you can see, the highest in demand is that 400 to 499. And as you see, we have a lot going on there. We have less active listings than we do sold. So if you have a home that's in that price range for 400 to 499,000, that's what I'm talking about as to how fast those are going on the market. So they can go anywhere from 2 to 3 days just because the demand there is just so high. And even in that 600 to 799,000, that's still in high demand too, compared to how many listings there are. So 399,000, those things are not even staying on the market for a day. They have more listings being sold than there are being active. And then anything pretty much down from there is just, if you see it and you can afford it, it's more like a grab it, let me get it right now. But yeah, that just shows you the price point, average days on market. And then here is going to show you the active listings for detached. So that one right there was the combined detached single family, and here is going to be the detached. So that the real sweet spot is the 400 to 499,000. Those things are going really quick, but as you can tell, the demand is outpacing all the other price points. And this one's going to be for the attached. See, now in the attached, it's actually, the opposite. It looks like with attached single family homes, that 300 to 399 price point is what's being sold. But as you guys can see, the detached is in a lot more demand than it is attached. So if you have a detached home right now, those are ones that are just flying off the water. These ones may sit a little bit longer, but as you can see, those are still in high demand too. And it's going to be relative to how much listings are going, how many are active and how many are actually being sold. So, and this was going to be month of supply. And then you're going to also be able to look at the days on the market. So as you can see right here, the 600 to 99, they have less than 1 month of supply, and then it kind of goes up with the higher the price points. So where you should be seeing deals right now is that 3 million plus, because there's 12 months of supply. So they're over, way above. That's a buyer's market all day right there. And then if you look at the 2 million and 299, so more of these luxury properties is where you guys should be looking at to get these really good deals, because as you can see, there's 12 months of supply and there's 5 months of supply. 6 months of supply is you know, they're pretty much in a buyer's market. So even in the 2 million and 2 million plus, you can get, you know, some screaming deals. And the average days on market for those properties are about 84 to 98. And then if you go down to the lower price points, you know, 5 days on market for the pretty much anything below 200,000. And anywhere up from that, as you can see, the price points, the days on market gets lower, 24, 29, 34. And, you know, remember what I said, price is very important. So if it's priced correctly, it's not sitting on the market at all. And this one just kind of gives you that back into as to, you know, the different detached single family, attached single family. So, and an attached, you're seeing deals on that too, on the 2 million, the 2 million plus, you're seeing deals all day. But as you can see, the months of supply is a little bit shorter for the attached single family than it is for the detached. And as you can see, that's where most of the sales are going, because that's where the deals are. And if you look up here again, look where most of the sales are going, because that's where the deals are. As you can see, 15 months of supply. Most people in this price range want to sell, and they most likely will sell at a discount. Here, 6 months of supply. As you can see, 84 days on the market. So you definitely can get, there's opportunities out there. A lot of opportunities are being taken away, but just as many as opportunities being taken away, there are more opportunities being presented. Here's the kind of the sold analysis. This is going to be detached single family versus, detached and attached. And this is the sold units. You know, it gives you the county right here. Sold units increased month over month by 20% and increased 6.2% year over year. So if you guys see this, this should let you know that supply is still, you know, booming. And they're actually, I would say, you know, at about the same pace as we were this time last year. And this time last year, we didn't have anything going on. So this just gives you an idea of what's being sold and at the pace of compared to what we did last year. And as you see, it's literally, you know, like right on track, maybe down a few, but that's give and take of, you know, people are really trying to figure out what they can do. So we're still adjusting. Here goes the sold detached. As you see, we're still, sold units increased month over month by 26%, up 4.2%. And there goes the attached. And even with the attached, we're still in that price point. We're still in that, you know, that same range as last year. And they're up 7%, up 10% year over year. And this is going to be the average sold price. So each county, you know, the average sold price in each county is going to be different. But the average sold price overall between all the counties is going to be about $559,000, and 38,000 up 8.8% year over year. And that's for Denver County, who had the highest, you know, sold price. Homes sold for an average of $42,000 more than this time last year. So if you bought a home this time last year and you was to sell it this year, you could have potentially accumulated $42,000 in 1 year. And that's, you see the facts right there. Homes sold for an average of $42,000 more than this time last year. So that just lets you know the demand is even higher than it was last year, and the price points are going up even though we're going through all of this, because we don't have enough supply. And this one's going to be attached single family homes. The average sold price for an attached single family home was about $379,000, a 4.8% increase year over year. Homes sold for an average of $14,712 more than it did last year. So that gives you another, like, even if you have an attached single family home, you've grown your cash, you know, cash on cash return right there is, you done made $14,000 in a year. Then it gives you each, you know, county and what their average sold price is. And if it's increased or if it's decreased, as you see, you know, month over month, Adams County decreased about 3%. And this is going to show you sold units. You know, year-to-date sold units is up 6.2% compared to last year. And this one's going to be year-to-date up 4.2%. Douglas County is boom. So Douglas County has had the highest increase in appreciation right there at 9.8%. Actually, I'm sorry, that's sold units. So they've been selling a lot of properties over there in Douglas County. And this just gives you, you know, the difference. And this is another good kind of talking point right here is, you know, the percentage of sold units to list price for detached single family homes. So this one's gonna say, you know, see that 3 million plus right here? That's 94%. So they listed it at a certain price and it sold below what they listed it for. And if you look right here, the 500 to 599, the 400 to 499, those on average sold for what they listed it for. And that could be a lot of different reasons. You know, the price points could be exactly where people need them to be, the market value, those agents who listed those homes listed them correctly, or, you know, sometimes you will see a 3 to 5% variance, you know, going up or down. So, but the percentage sold list price was 100%, and increased month over month by 0.5%. So majority of homes are selling for what they're listed for, as long as they're listed correctly. And this one's just going to show you attached single family homes. They pretty much sold for what they listed it for, except for a few, you know, price points. Yeah, so that's, you know, that's going to be pretty much the March market update. I'm going to try to give you guys one of these every month because these are super important as a homeowner, you know, as a home buyer to know what's going on in your market, no matter what city you're in, no matter what town you are in, because each city and each state, when it comes to real estate, is very, very unique, and they are very, very different. So what's going on in California might not be going on in Colorado, you know, and vice versa. So, you know, I just want to make sure as your, you know, leading agent, you know, knowledgeable agent, I want to make sure that I get you guys up-to-date information. And if you ever have any questions on any of these slides, you know, please feel free to reach out to me. You know, I love to give you guys market updates whenever you guys need, and I'm here to make sure that you guys stay up to date with this industry, because, you know, real estate moves really fast, especially right now. Everything's changing with the coronavirus going on, and people just are not educated on what's going on and the opportunities that are going to be presented. You know, as long as you have your credit's good, you have a steady income, and you have some money put aside, you know, $5,000-$10,000. They have down payment assistance programs to help you with that too. So there's a lot of stuff out there to help people become homeowners. And, you know, we need to own more than we rent, because in, you know, in our economy right now, we have more people becoming renters every single day. And, you know, as a buyer, a home buyer, for future investment and future price appreciation, you should be excited about that, because that means that your home's gonna sell, because there are people who want to invest in real estate, and real estate is one of the most liked investments in America, period. It trumps everything. So if you guys want to know more information, I'll be coming to you guys, you know, monthly with this info. Thank you for your time. And if you guys have any comments, you know, comment below, like this, share this video, ask me some questions. You know, if you guys want to see something different, or you guys have questions about something that you want me to make a video, definitely reach out to me and let me know that too. This is Josh Brown with iHomes Colorado. Strive to be great every day. And you guys have a good rest of your day.